Okay, so today we're starting on the photo transfer projects with wood, and we're using just wood slabs and this new to me, Mod Podge photo transfer medium that is supposed to paste a picture on any kind of surface. We're testing this out today on wood slabs, canvas, and a very perfect, kind of artificial wood. Let's get started. So our own pictures that we've taken, maybe out in the woods or whatever has cool imagery. We're gonna try different things. So we have one a little bit more rough piece of wood that I'm going to prime by painting a full coat of white. So I'm just doing a thick, even layer and making sure that all the strokes go in the same direction. Then I'm gonna leave this to dry and it'll be a nice opaque base for the picture and the colors will be a lot brighter, I hope. So I am beginning the Mod Podge portion now, and I just have printed out on regular paper a few options of pictures to use to transfer onto wood. So I'm doing this one of my cat, a sunset silhouette, and then instead of trying out on that big canvas, I'm trying it out on a little one with red edges, and I'm using this Rumi quote, but it's an inverted picture because there's text on it, and so you apply it all over the front of the picture and then paste it on backwards, and it literally strips all of the pigment onto that surface. So when you have text or anything like that, you need to print it backwards so that when it pastes, it'll be right side up, almost like if you were looking at it through a mirror. So we're gonna start to do that and just using a sponge and the Mod Podge photo transfer medium and going all over the front of these images. And this is a lot thicker than normal Mod Podge, and you also have to let this, once you've pasted it onto your platform, you have to let it sit and work its magic for 24 hours. Pour it on my painting. So yeah, it's almost like a spackle consistency. You want to do an opaque layer. It's already sticking. I'm going a little bit more opaque on the last two because I think that you're not supposed to be able to see kind of anything through the picture. It's gonna be interesting to see how this thing works. Carefully, they get really soft, really delicate, and then smooth out. And then tomorrow, kind of like those stick-on tattoos you used to do as a kid, you'll wet it with a sponge or water. That'll separate the paper from the actual image, which is really cool. All right, so we're waiting for these to dry overnight. All right, so it is now the next day, and I'm just taking a damp sponge, and I'm going to start pressing and wetting the backside of the image, and it should start to peek through right away. And then I'm gonna let it set and then start to peel the paper. It's starting to show through there, the leaves. To get all the paper off, it's gonna take a couple tries of wetting and drying and scraping, and so I'm trying both a regular kitchen sponge and also this wet washcloth type sponge. Hopefully you can see all the text. I feel like there's some white air bubbles. It starts just peeling. You want to be really light to not disturb the image, but it is just rolling off. You can see it's a little bit bubbly, it's a little bit, you can tell that it's drying it. It's going to still have that papery haze. It's a really cool technique, and as you can see, the inverted image that we printed and pasted is now right side up on the canvas. So we're gonna try to seal it now with matte Mod Podge and see if it keeps the color or if it keeps kind of fading back into this gray kind of hazy, like covered by paper look. So we're gonna let this sit, even coated in Mod Podge, and we're gonna see if it retains its color. I'm thinking that the one done on canvas came out like the worst out of these three because I don't think the canvas was the right material for the Mod Podge photo transfer medium, and it got a little like air bubbly in places. It came out the worst because of the text as well, but it just like highlights all the areas that didn't really transfer as well. And I personally think that this one came out the best. You can see the image, like it looks like vintagey, antiqued, and I just think that overall it came out really cool. There's still some paper to be taken off, as you can see. So this one came out nicely with the Mod Podge on it, so we're gonna repeat for the last two. So overall, I had a lot of fun making these, and I think, as you can see in this clip, they came out really cool. Thank you so much for watching.